Yeah, I mean, you know, when you lose your parents very young, right? Like,
How
you
old were
know,
you?
when I lost my mom, I was 14 years
Oh,
old.
so you remember. Okay,
Yeah,
got it,
and then
got
I
it.
lost my dad 2 years later at
Oh,
16 years old.
that must have been a dark
Yeah.
period for you as a teen.
And it's just like, you know, I
Wow.
just remember going to school and nobody asking me if I was okay. Right? Like that wasn't a thing at the school I went to, right? So like I remember that. Like that's when you don't humanize children, right? So like as an educator, it's
Mhm.
like those kids come in with stories
Mhm.
and some of them are not going through those things, but everybody got some that they're probably dealing with. We got to make sure that we tap into who kids are first
That's a
before
fact.
we ask them to like perform in the classroom.
That's true. Because I remember I lost my father when I was 15, and it's like I remember him passing, and I remember the funeral, and then I just went to school. There was no therapy. There was no, how are you feeling? It was just like, okay, sit here, be good, don't act out. And you're processing this grief and you're feeling like, oh, my dad died. And like, I feel like crying thinking about it right now because it's just like, and then you have to show up and do math and
Yeah.
do history and do English and read out loud. And you're like, my father's dead.
Yeah. And
So
nobody asks you, right? Like, you know,
I
and
can totally relate,
you got to
to
deal
what
with
you're
that
saying.
and you know, I would say like that is the progression of education, especially in New York City public schools, like, you know, really leaning into like making sure that social emotional learning is just as important as, you know, any academic endeavors that a school takes on.